僕もペコみたいになれるかな。僕、ペコみたいになりたいんだ。ペコみたいに。
So I have recently been indulging myself in a lot of sports manga. The reason is simple and there are two. First, I want to experience a slice of life, piece of media which doesn't suck. And sports mangas seem to be the only one that don't mess up the slice of life feel to it, that actually have a story and character arcs. The second reason is after starting to read sports manga like Slam Dunk, Haikyuu, I can't stop. It's a really great premise where teenagers, young adults can find things they relate to, they get inspired by. But there is a slight problem with it too, which is the use of same patterns again and again, like Hinata Kageyama, Sakuragi Rukawa. Aohashi has been the first sports manga to break many patterns, but it still follows that pattern of the rookie main character, which is understandable. As an audience, you want to see the most growth, and the main character always gets the most focus. So it's easier to do it with the protagonist of the story. But I desperately wanted to experience something that I hadn't seen in sports manga before, that breaks patterns, doesn't follow the same tropes. This is not a criticism by any means, I like those ideas. They are amazing concepts and have been executed masterfully. But I wanted to see something new. That's where, out of nowhere, I stumble upon Ping-pong, the animation. This is easily the best anime I have seen since 86, and I rate 86 very high. The last two episodes of 86 are some of the best you will see, and with that big of a standard to pass, and also my wish to see something new in sports manga, Ping-pong checked all the boxes. So let's talk about what I loved about the story the most, and what I have to say on the question, can human beings fly? And how do human beings fly, basically. The story very quickly establishes our protagonists, both Smile aka Makoto Tsukimoto and Yutaka Hoshino. The anime does a better job with Smile, not only because of how easy it is to establish his characteristics, but also because of the setup of Hoshino as the hero in the story. In this video, we will talk about dynamics between characters, how that results in human beings being able to fly, and a person's true place. Starting with Kazama and his curse of responsibility, or should I say his curse to fly alone in the sky. Kazama is the best table tennis player in the country. He is dedicated, captain of his club, trusted by the coach, and constantly seeks to get better, and also wants to make his team better. That's why he seeks Smile in the story so much. All of this doesn't come truly from his passion for table tennis, but to earn respect from his family members, for his aunt Emiko. As a kid, constantly witnessing the disrespect his aunt had to face, and how table tennis changes that, makes it clear in his mind that table tennis is the answer to earn respect for his aunt. But as he gets better, constantly receiving that trust, admiration for how direct he is, how motivated, his faith in the hero starts failing. As he doesn't play table tennis for himself, but for someone else, and the curse of invincibility starts to grow, his faith in the hero rightfully starts to diminish until he no longer believes in the hero. You see, the hero is someone that loves to save people. He takes pleasure in saving humans, making them fly. And each time the hero saves someone, overcomes a greater hurdle, he flies higher. By hurdles, I mean saving people with greater problems. For example, Kazama's invincibility. If you wanted to save Kazama, you had to beat him at table tennis, which is no less feat. The hero flies higher every time he saves someone. Now the hero can be anyone. Like for Kong Wenj, the hero was someone different. It wasn't Hoshino. But for Kazama and Smile, it's Hoshino. In Smile's case, he is by far in the greatest peril. He is just like a robot. Doesn't smile, cry, or shout. But as the story moves forward, we get a revelation that blood tastes like iron too. So, as a robot, Smile is capable of smiling. He just needs his hero to come and save him. The reason Smile believes in heroes, in Hoshino as the hero, is because Hoshino has saved him before too. He has made him smile before too. This time he is just a little late, but he will come. The hero always comes. And until Hoshino comes, Kazama and Smile both crush as many people as come their way, especially Smile, just like the robot in the story. Maybe it was a more extreme case with Smile, but if we talk about both Kazama and Smile, they both have good hearts, just like the robot does. They just need the hero to stop them. In Kazama's case, it might be more accurate to say that he isn't a robot but a bird that's lonely in the sky, that needs someone to truly make him fly, perhaps make him stop flying for someone else. Kazuma's resolve is clearly shown when Sanada and Smile fight in table tennis. Sanada realizes Kazuma's resolve. The story clearly establishes Kazuma won't back down. He won't stop flying until the hero makes him. He needs the hero to make him stop. So, what is the hero? Who is that supposed to be in our lives that makes us fly? It is someone who has also failed once at least in his or her life. Not due to a weakness in their ability, heroes have no weaknesses, but because of resolve. And he is shown the way by someone who the robot has destroyed, who he has to stop, which is symbolized by the broken wings. Hoshino is a character that immediately didn't impress me, not because he was bad or anything, but because I was more interested in others. But the last two episodes, he surpassed all my expectations and gave a great conclusion to both the bird and the robot, the invincible bird and the rampaging robot. He teaches them how to fly, and the reason he is the hero, as I have already mentioned before, is because he loves table tennis. He plays the game for himself and he has no weakness. The broken wings can't stop him. A hero has no weaknesses. Hoshino against Kazama, he teaches him that heroes exist. Kazama, by this point, doesn't believe in heroes, but Hoshino proves him wrong. By using Kazama, who is seemingly invincible, he climbs to a new height to stop and save more people, but also teaches Kazama that his invincibility wasn't absolute, that he can also fly for himself, finally freeing Kazama from playing table tennis for others, finally freeing Kazama, which beautifully then concludes against Smile. The name Smile is given to Tsukimoto by other kids, as he never smiles, but for Hoshino, he calls him Smile too, not because of the reason that other kids have, but because he has seen him smile while playing table tennis against Hoshino. Which brings us to our final question. What does it mean to fly? For different people, different meanings. For Kazama, breaking his invincibility, and for Smile, who never goes all out at anything, never bothers anyone, for Smile, flying means when his blood races, when he stops being a robot and gives his all, which can only happen in table tennis, which can only happen when he plays against Hoshino, his hero, who has no weakness, who comes whenever Smile calls him. Even if he gets a bit late, he always manages to save the robot, enabling him to fly. The hero is someone who saves people not because of sacrifice, but because they love it. They don't do it for anyone else, but first they do it for themselves. Ping pong also reflects on belonging and purpose through Akuma and Egami. Akuma admires Kazama. He wants to be like him, but understands in the end that he can't be. And maybe table tennis isn't the only way to be an admirable person like Kazama, thus finding his true purpose. Igami, on the other hand, travels the world after facing defeat from the robot, searching for a place to belong, which he finally finds back at that very stadium where he lost. He belongs with table tennis. The hero, in the end, keeps saving people, and he is different for everyone. For Kazama, it was Hoshino. For Smile, it was Hoshino. For Igami, it's table tennis as a whole. The anime ends on a beautiful note. It shows Hoshino as an Olympic player. The hero, in the end, keeps saving people, while the people he has saved are now capable of flight themselves. In Kong Wenji's case, the hero isn't Hoshino, it's the people he meets that help him to reach the path that he wants to reach. So the hero can be anyone in our lives who teaches us to fly. That, in my opinion, is what Ping Pong tries to convey, and that he will always come. So in the end, what Ping Pong really tries to convey is no matter how much trouble you are in, there is a hero that will save you. And he can be anyone who teaches you how to fly. So that's all for this one. Maybe I was wrong. this whole analysis was wrong, as ping pong really is something different to look into. So sorry if I got the story wrong in some parts or in most parts. Ping pong really needs a rewatch to understand it better. And if on a rewatch I find that this video wasn't what it should have been, I will make another one on it. So that's all for this one. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope I will see you next time.